اهلا بيكم طلاب جريد 5. النهارده ان شاء الله ميعادنا مع حل الساينس اسسمنت بوك، وهنبتدي بيونت 1. اوكي so let's start. Number 1, choose the correct answer. The plant absorbs water from the soil through its roots. تمام. The substance which is produced by a plant during photosynthesis process is sugar. تمام. All the following substances are not important for the plant growth except air. تمام. عندي number B, give a reason for the following. Without leaves the plant cannot grow or survive. ليه؟ هنقول because plants make their own food in the leaves. تمام. During photosynthesis process. طيب معانا number 2, put true or false. Some plants can grow in the absence of soil. والanswers دي is true. فاكرين التجربة بتاعت الجرمينيت السيدز؟ تمام. number 2, plants leaves absorb carbon dioxide gas from water. وطبعا الanswers دي false، هي من الاير. Animals, human and plants have the same structure that help them to grow and survive. الanswers دي false، different. Okay. number B بيقول لي هنا what happens if we cover the green leaves of the plant to prevent sunlight from reaching them. ان احنا عملنا ايه؟ عملنا covering، غطينا الجرين leaves اللي هي الاوراق الخضراء ديت عشان نمنع عنها وصول ايه؟ وصول اشعة الشمس ليها. ايه اللي هيحصل؟ هنقول ان الplants cannot make photosynthesis process. صح؟ بعدين ايه اللي هيحصل لها؟ it will be die. اوكي. يلا number 3. تعالوا نشوف هنا. عندي roots, stem, leaves, oxygen, water, nutrients, carbon dioxide gas. From the plant structure that photosynthesis process takes place in it is هو ايه؟ هو leaves اللي بيحصل فيه عملية الفوتوسينثيسيس بروسيس. number 2, plants space transfer water from space of the plant to different parts of the plant. يبقى plants ايه؟ plants stem هو اللي بينقل transfer water from ايه؟ from root. تمام. of the plant to the different part of the plant. number 3, in the absence of space والgas the plant cannot make its own food. in the absence of carbon dioxide gas في غياب غاز الكربون carbon dioxide gas. okay. number 4, by photosynthesis process the plant produce ايه؟ تمام. produce الاكسجين nutrients. oxygen gas هنا معلش، وايه nutrients. number 2, self assessment على lesson 2. هنبتدي. بيقول لي number 1, put true or false. Seeds of beans will die if we put them on a wet paper towel and provide it with nutrients. والanswers دي طبعا false. تمام. number 2, plants can live without leaves. الanswers دي غلط طبعا. soil is important for the seeds to complete their growth. والanswers دي is true. تمام. number B, give reason for of the following. Stem is an important part for the plant. ليه بقى؟ because it carries water and minerals or nutrients from the root to the other part of plant اللي هي ايه؟ اللي هي leaves. اوكي. طيب عندي number 2 بيقول correct the underlined word. Digestive system is a plate that should be full of water and minerals to help the plant to grow. وهو قايل لي ان هنا الانسرز اللي هي بتاعت الدايجستيف دي الغلط. يبقى ايه؟ انا بقول الانسرز بتاعتي اللي هي هيدروبونيك. hydroponic system اللي هي الزراعة المائية. تمام. number 2 leaves of plants are responsible for observations of water from the soil. الليفز طبعا ودي كانت غلط اللي هي الانسرز دي. انا بقول الروتس هي الايه responsible for ايه observations الووتر من الايه من السويل. عندي number 3 oxygen gas is a basic needed that the plant takes from the air to make its own food. وطبعا الانسرز دي غلط. الصح بتاعها هو الكربون dioxide gas. طيب عندي هنا number B بيقول what happens if we put some bean seeds in a place containing water and nutrients for some days. ايه اللي هيحصل؟ هنقول the seed will be germinate. The seed will be germinate يعني هتنبت. and make sprouts. هتعمل ايه؟ برام. okay and begin to grow. number 3 بيقول لي choose from column B what suits it in column A. عندي number A germination, water, soil is not important for plants in their initial growth. Mean the forming of sprouts from the seed when it begins to grow. The plants get it from air. Is form the basic needs of the plant to survive. طيب تعالوا نشوف number 1 يعني ايه germination. germination اللي هي means the formations of sprouts from the seed when it begins to grow. تمام. طيب number 2 الووتر والانسرز بتاعتها دي is from the basic needs of the plant to survive من الحاجات الأساسية للنبات. number 3 هتبقى soil is not important for plants in their initial growth يعني في نموها المبدئي. تمام. كمان السيلف اسسمنت على الليسن 3. تمام. بايه؟ يلا نبتدي. number 1 choose the correct answer. During photosynthesis process the green leaves takes space from air to make its own food. الجرين leaves تاخد ايه؟ تاخد الكربون دايوكسيد جاز. تمام. water and nutrients reach the plant's leaf by the help بمساعدة كل من ايه؟ الزيليوم والروتس. تمام. number 3 all the following are basic needs for plant to survive except الانسرز بتاعتي هتبقى دي الايه؟ الانسكتس الحشرات. عندي number B بيقول give reason for the following. green leaves become pale green يعني الجرين leaves ديت لونها بيبقى اخضر باهت او يلو. when the plants placed in dark room. طب ليه؟ light of the sun is very important to plant growth. يعني انا بقدر اقول كده ان اللايت of the sun is very important. Important to plant growth. To plant growth. Okay. As plants use. As plant. البلانت بتاعتنا use ايه بقى؟ use light to make ايه؟ to make their own food. To make their own food. Number 2 عندي هنا بيقول لي put true or false. تعالوا نشوف كده. Number 1 plants and humans can make their own food. طبعا الأنسرز دي false. Only the plants. Number 2 roots help the plant to transport gases through stomata. roots والأنسرز دي false طبعا هي leaves. تمام. The growth of the plant seed depends on the presence of sunlight. تمام والأنسرز دي صح. نمو البلانتس يتوقف على ايه؟ أشعة الشمس طبعا مهمة جدا بالنسبة للنبات. Number B بيقول لي what happens if the plant's leaves are removed during the growth. طيب اقدر اقول ان البلانت cannot make its own food. تمام. لو احنا شلنا الليفز بتاعتها هتعمل ازاي الفوتوسينثيسيس بتاعتها او هتعمل ازاي الفود بتاعها؟ يبقى الانسر البلانت cannot make its own food. واللي هيترتب على كده it will be die and it will be die. Okay. Number 3 بيقول لي use the word below to complete the following sentences. عندي yellow وgreen stomata وزيليوم واكسجين جاز. وعندي put number 1 اللي هي متعرضة للsunlight. وعندي put number 2 هي covered ومش متعرضة للsunlight. اوكي. تعالوا نشوف بقى ايه الانسرز بتاعتنا. The color of leaves in put 1 is green. تمام. While in put 2 yellow. Okay. Number 2 gas can come in or out the leaves due to the presence of stomata. Okay. During photosynthesis process, space will be produced from the plant. والانسرز بتاعتي هتكون الاكسجين جاز. oxygen gas. Okay. عندي number 4 water and nutrients can reach leaves of plants through xylem. وكده خلصنا الاسسمنت على lesson 3 وهنروح للاسسمنت على lesson 4. Number 1A correct the underlined word. Phloem in plants leaves observe the energy of sunlight. والanswers chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Okay. There are tubes in the plant's root that help it to absorb more water from the soil. ومش tubes. الانسرز بتاعتي هي root hairs. هي بتعمل increase للamount of water absorbed from the soil. طيب number 3 green leaves produce carbon dioxide gas during photosynthesis process. لا هما produce oxygen. Okay. Number B, letter B. What happens to the plant leaves when the plant is placed in a cup contain colored water? يعني لو حطينا النبات في حطيناه في كاب كده كونتين مليان ميه ملونه، ايه اللي هيحصل؟ تعالوا نشوف الانسرز بتاعتنا هتكون ايه. هنقول ان الكالر of leaves will be turned into the same color of water. تمام، of water in the cup. يعني اللون الأوراق هتتحول تبقى the same color of the water، يعني نفس لون المي. تعالوا نشوف number 2. Complete the following sentences. Number 1. The space of plant responsible for observations of water and nutrients from the soil. هو ايه المسؤول عن امتصاص المية والمعادن من التربة؟ طبعا الروتس. Okay. Gases can come in or out the leaves through stomata. Number 3. The plant stem طبعا support. plant stem هو اللي support leaves والflowers of the plant، هو اللي بيدعم الأوراق والنبات. تمام. طيب عندي letter B بيقولي give reason for the following. There are tubes called phloem inside plant's leaf. طب بتعمل ايه؟ هي بتعمل transport the food from leaves to a downward to the other part of plant. يعني هي بتنقل الفود اللي بتحصل في الليفز بتنقلها down to الروتس أو the other parts of plant. تمام. عندي number 3. Choose from column B what suits it in column A. Pine tree, potato plants, veins, tree trunk and strips. Have climb stem, have runner's stem, have tubers, have wood stem, have needles, leaves. طيب تعالوا نشوف number 1. هتبقى الانسرز بتاعتها ايه؟ E. تمام. number 2 البوتاتو plants have tubers، يبقى الانسر C. الفينز تمام have climbs stem، تمام، الانسرز دي هتبقى ايه. number 4 tree trunks and strips، الانسرز بتاعتها هتبقى دي have wood stem. كده خلصنا الاسسمنت بتاع lesson 4 وهنحل الاسسمنت بتاع lesson 5. Number 1A. Choose the correct answer. Gases enter plants through تمام through ايه؟ through leaves. Arteries carries blood rich in البلد بيبقى فيه rich ايه؟ الانسر هتبقى rich in بالأكسجين gas والجلوكوز sugar. تمام. number 3 الفلاور produce for reproduction. الفلاورز produce ايه؟ بتنتج ايه؟ بتنتج السيدز. السيدز ديت هي المسؤولة عن الايه؟ عن البرودكشنز بتاع الايه؟ النبات. تمام. number B give a reason for the following. Soil may not have been included as a basic need for plant growth. تمام، يعني ليه التربة مش ايه؟ مش included basic being من الاحتياجات الأساسية. طب هنقول some plants grow in ايه؟ grow in water like water lily. تمام. and some plants grow in other plants. some plants grow on other plants instead of having roots. اوكي، يعني النباتات، في نبات بتنمو في المية زي الووتر ليلي، وفي نباتات بتنمو على النباتات الأخرى instead of having roots. تمام. تعالوا ننتقل على ال question number 2. put true or false. Number 1, the plants have roots, stem, leaves, and sometimes flower or fruit. والanswer D is true طبعا. Number 2, germinations mean that the plant sprouts and begins to grow from a seed. والanswer D طبعا صح. During photosynthesis, the green plants use sunlight to contain oxygen with water to make sugar. لا طبعا ايه، الكربون دايوكسيد gas. What happens if the roots of plants don't have root hairs؟ ما عندهاش root hair. ايه اللي هيحصل؟ يبقى البلانت، اقدر اقول ان البلانت cannot observe more water from the soil. تمام. Number 3, use the words below to complete the following sentences. You can use the same word many times. Okay. تمام. عندي الفلوام, psyllium, veins, nutrients, sugar, arteries, and oxygen. Number 1, the vessels of space contain carbon dioxide gas and it's low in. طيب الانسرز بتاعتي ديت هتكون اللي هي الفينز. تمام. الفينز، وكمان هو في low in nutrients and oxygen gas. nutrients carry blood from all body parts back to the heart. Number 2, the tubes that carry space from the leaves to all parts are called اللي بتنقل ايه؟ التيوبس اللي بتنقل carry الشجر from the leaves to all plants parts are called phloem. تمام. تعالوا نشوف number 3, the tube that carry nutrients from the roots leaves are called psyllium طبعا. okay, psyllium. Number 4, the vessels of space carry blood reach in الارتريش. تمام. انا اكتبها تحت هنا arteries. okay, carry blood rich in الشجر والاكسجين ايه؟ الاكسجين جاز. تمام. وكده نكون خلصنا الاسسمنت على lesson 5 ونروح للاسسمنت للليسن 6. Number 1A, put true or false. المابل seed have spines to stick to animal fur. Answer D is false. Number 2, plants can grow in a dark room. طبعا الأنسر D false. Flowers are important part of plant that help them for reproduction. الأنسر D true طبعا. طيب B بيقول لي give a reason for the following. Root hairs are important for plants. ليه مهمة root hair؟ because they increase the amount of absorbed water. تمام. from the soil. Number 2 بيقول لي write the scientific term of each of the following. Tubes responsible for transferring food from the leaves to the other parts of plants. اللي هي ايه بقى؟ اللي هي الفلوم. تمام، هي المسؤولة عن الايه؟ عن transferring الفود. تمام. Number 2 عندي tiny openings inside plants leaves through which gases come in or out the plant اللي هي stomata. تمام. Number 3 the process of producing new plants اسمها ايه؟ اسمها reproduction. تمام. عندي what happens to plants leaf colors if the plants cannot absorb waters from the soil for many days. ايه اللي هيحصل للون الليفز، للون اوراق النبات؟ تمام، هقول the color of leaves become pale green or yellow. Number 3 look at the opposite figures then answer the following question. عندي number 1 اللي هي plant seeds، وعندي plant seeds number 2. طيب تعالوا نشوف plant seed numbers 1 can be displaced by wind أكيد، يعني لأن هي إيه؟ wind أو air because they are very light seeds. They are very light seed. Okay. Number 2 plants seed number 2 can be displaced by water. Okay. تمام، وبكده نكون خلصنا الاسسمنت على lesson 6. هنروح للموديل answers للunit 1. Complete the following sentences. Number 1 plants absorb water. تمام، water and nutrients from the soil through their roots. Number 2 without stomata in the leaves of plants gases cannot move in or out the plants. Number 3 tree trunks and shrubs have wood stems. Okay, wood stems, while most flowers have upright stems. Upright. Okay. Number 4 transport system in the plant consisted of 2 types of vessels, which are xylem and phloem. Okay. Give a reason for of the following. Xylem in plants is a one-way vessel. ليه؟ هنقول it transports water. Because it transports water. تمام. and nutrients from the roots of plant to the leaves. Okay. عندي number 2 choose from column B what suits with column A. coconut seed, maple seed and dandelion seeds, bedrock seeds, tomato seed and apple seeds. يلا خلينا نشوف. number 1 هتبقى الانسر coconut seed floating on the air. تمام. sorry floating on water. sorry. Number 2 المابل seed and dandelion seeds هتبقى traveling by wind. دي هتبقى دي. Okay. Number 3 burdock seeds sticking to animal fur. This is number A. Tomato seed and apple seeds هتبقى being eaten by animals. This is answer C. طيب B. What happens if we remove the flowers of plant؟ يعني احنا شلنا الفلاورز of plant. يبقى البلانت احنا قلنا اهمية الفلاورز ايه؟ ان هي مهمة عشان بتطلع السيدز للبرودكشنز بتاع النبات. تمام. طب لو احنا شلنا الفلاورز دي what happened to the plant؟ The plant cannot produce seeds. يبقى هقول the plant cannot produce seeds for reproduction. Okay. Number 3 put true or false. Humans, animals and plants need food and water to survive. The answer D is true طبعا. Number 2 all seeds need soil in its initial growth. The answer D false. Number 3 there are tiny holes opening on the surface of a stem that allow gases to pass through it into the plant. The answer D false. مش في الستم، هي بتكون في الليفز. تمام. تعالوا نشوف number 4 ال veins have a kind of stem called climb stem. تمام. والanswer D is true. number B بيقول لي write the scientific term of each of the following. It is found in plants' leaves that give them green color and absorbs energy from the sun. اللي هي ايه؟ الكلوروفيل طبعا. chlorophyll. A substance that is produced from the plant during photosynthesis process and provide it with need energy اللي هو ايه؟ الجلوكوز sugar. تمام. glucose sugar. Number 4 choose the correct answer. Food materials are transported from the leaves to the other parts of the plant by phloem. تمام. Number 2 without sunlight plants cannot grow well. Number 3 we can replace the soil as a source of nutrients and water by hydroponic system. Number 4 plants make their food by processes called photosynthesis process. number B عندنا هنا بتقول correct the underlined words. Human circulatory system consists of lungs and blood vessels. طبعا هو الهارت. Okay. Number 2 plants leaves absorb water and nutrients from the soil. طبعا الانسر الصح هي الروتس. وبكده نكون خلصنا الاكسرسايز على يونت 1 واشوفكم على خير ان شاء الله.